Turn 2 Menoth, reinforcements arrive, and again at the end of this turn is when we start counting objectives. So one, focus on the Redeemer and the Vanquisher, I think. Krios keeps the rest. Choir moves up and gives +2 hit and damage. And the Vanquisher shoots his weapon. Unfortunately it goes backwards, but it hits the Centurion. He boosts damage, is unable to do anything, but he is on fire now. The Errants do a charge and run order, and why not engage the long gunners? Well, the defender is the one that's hitting his jacks and is the biggest threat to his caster at this point. And so I think it was a good decision to engage him, and he's just out of range to be able to engage the long gunners, unfortunately. He does hit, and he has Weapon Master, and it's a charge, so that's 4 dice, and I think he's only pound 9, but as you can see, he still is able to wipe out his Cortex. Not quite his right arm though, but he is Jack Marshalled, so the Cortex isn't as essential as it normally would be. Continuing on, the Redeemer shoots. Although he's inaccurate, he rolls a 10, he's still 1 short. Even on double 5s, he misses, and it scatters. He wanted to scatter it the other way, but it still hits 2 Arcane Tempest Gun Mages and kills 1, and I think he only needs like a 3 to kill. And so he kills the second one against my caster Siege. He is unable to kill him though. Then the Avengers charge in with their lances, and now the Avengers, when they charge, they get reach on their attack, but at the end of their activation they no longer have reach. And so although he's just barely in range and he's able to attack the Stormclad will not be engaged by them. Although he does have reach, he'll be engaging them, but he'll be able to walk away if he decides or maneuver without having to worry about too many free strikes. And 1 big hit on him, taking out 1 column at least. The other Avengers also do a run order, and they're just running up, getting into position as much as they can. And it looks like it's kind of be more of a unit versus unit fight, because all the jacks are staying in the back, kind of protecting their casters. We'll have to see what we can do. But it looks like he's gonna be able to capture that objective, although the whole unit has to be in it, and so the Avengers don't get it, but the Dragoon Gravis does move in, and he will have that objective. Kratos moves up, just camps his focus, and moves up beside the Devout. Again, to prevent any kind of shenanigans of me trying to hit him, he can do a shield guard. Turn 3 Cygnar, Hunter arrives, full focus, and the Black 13th, and we'll see what we can do. The fire goes out on the Centurion, 1 focus to the Stormclad, and 3 to the Centurion. The Defender moves up just a nudge to get in there, makes his attack, hits, and kills the guy in front of him. With his pseudo focus, he attacks again, but he misses. I think he only needed a 4 to hit, or 5. So that's unfortunate, because I wanted him gone so Siege can move up a bit more. So he moves up just out of melee range, and I feat. So he does his ground pounder attack, which is his rocket barrage, so he doesn't require line of sight, and he can just place it. So he hits those 3 guys right there. If he hits, it's POW 14, and everything is half armor right now. So even with their buff, if I hit them, they'll die. And so I missed 1, but I hit the other 2. And so those 2 die, and they're not to the UA, so obviously he's gonna not sacrifice them, but the Dragoon now gets his souls that he selects, which he can use to buy more attacks. And even on the Cavalry with their high armor, if I touch them, they're dead, because of the Siege's feat is extremely powerful. Continuing to fire, because of Reinhold actually activated beforehand, forgot to show it, but he did give Siege an extra shot, so he shot and boosted against the Redeemer and was able to completely box it. Long Gunners activate next. They move up, they're being bold, they're staying just out of melee range, and they're deciding to do a CRA into the big Vanquisher, I do believe, or maybe it's the Vanquisher. And so they do tons of damage, take out his Cortex as well. Unfortunately, did not disable any arms. The Hunter then moves up, also takes a shot, boosts the hit, boosts damage. Unfortunately, his damage roll was subpar, only did 3 damage, but whittling down nonetheless everyone. Black 13th move up, take a shot at the cavalry right in front of him, and able to hit him, and with brutal damage, easily wipe him out. Now, Gravis was less than 1/4 of an inch out of Siege's command range, and so he did not get the half armor on the one hit, so I only did 1 damage even though I'm using brutal damage. From Lynch, now Ryan is going, she hits, there's a double 6 there, so that's a bit more damage, whittling down that Dragoon, and then she gets 1 more shot, hits, and is enough damage to wipe out, but it doesn't overlap, and so the horse follows over, and the Dragoon emerges from his writhing body. Holtz then shoots and kills the last Vanquisher in that squad. No, there's still 1 more right up in the front. But the Arcane Tempest gun mages move up, and again they can see through the long gunners with their ranked attacks. Misses first attack. I really want to get rid of him because I don't want anyone contesting that zone. Because I forgot that if he gets that objective, then he'll have 2, and then on his turn he'll guarantee have 3. So I need to either kill him or get in there myself. And I shoot, and that was the last guy in sight, and I was 1 damage away from killing him. So I need to get in there somehow, or I'll guarantee lose the game. And then I shoot, hits, trying to kill the last horse, and with his armor now no longer siege, I'm 1 damage away from killing that remaining horse, which is very, very unfortunate. Arlen moves up, tries to kill the remaining buddies in close combat. He needs a 7 or 8 to hit, and fails both times. And now I'm realizing I need to do some fancy maneuvering here, so I move back with the Stormclad defensively because the Centurion has to trample into that area, because I need to contest it, otherwise I'll guarantee to lose the game. So even though it's leaving Siege more open than I want him to be, it's a necessity, and that's why objective games are more fun. It makes you do things you don't normally want to do. So click below for part 4, see what Kratos' feat will do.